Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I know that I may look a little uglemente right now, but that's not a Spanish word, but it is now. Um, I know that I do a little right now, but I just got out of the shower. It is currently 7:30, and on a Sunday, I have work tomorrow, but I'm not thinking about that because if I do, I may cry. But I just got out of the shower, had to wash my hair. My hair dryer broke, like literally just stopped working one day. And I don't dry my hair enough to warrant replacing one. So now I just look like this. And if anyone comments on my appearance, I will be crying. I will be crying. Because trust, I can see myself. I know what I look like, okay? Just kidding, I won't cry. I actually don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. So yeah, so I have not filmed a YouTube video in a very long time, and you may be asking, Heather, where the hell were you? What were you doing? Where did you go? Why did you just peel me? And I'll be like, I don't know, I don't have an answer for you. I'm so sorry about that. It's like the time that I streamed on Twitch religiously for a year and I played GeoGuessr every single day for a year, and then I just stopped. I never went back. So yeah, there's also that. I have a habit of doing hobbies and not sticking to them. However, I promise that I will stick to this. Maybe. Because I love talking, and I love talking to a camera, and I love talking to myself. And so I was like, why don't I just combine it and post it online? Will I be editing this? Maybe not. Maybe I won't edit this unless I say something that I probably shouldn't, like giving away personal information that I don't want to, or saying something about someone that I may get in trouble for. Not that I would ever really do that, but you never know. Sometimes I may say that someone's really ugly. And I only say that if it's true. So, like, I say that I look ugly right now. I know that that's true, okay? Am I ugly normally? No, I'm fucking hot. I'm looking in the mirror across from me. Yes, I sleep facing a mirror. Do not come in my comments and be like, Heather, why do you sleep facing a mirror? Bad spirits, bad juju, bad vibes. Trust me, I know. But I am not waking up at 3 a.m. thinking that the Beelzebub is watching me. So, it's fine. If there is a spirit that's in my mirror, he's friendly. Because no evil demon would be a woman. An evil demon would only be a man. So it's a he. Anyways, that's not what I wanted to speak about, but that is what I'm speaking about because it is important and it is pertinent that people know these things about me, right? Okay? You need to know that I sleep in the mirror opposite my bed in case you feel bad vibes, because that's not me. That's my mirror demon, okay? My mirror demon, Joseph. I nearly called him James, but that's my dead grandpa's name, so I'm not going to do that. R.I.P. He's been dead for nearly a decade, so he could be haunting me. James, if you're haunting me, let me know. But he went by Jim, so I feel like calling him James is disrespectful. Jim, if you're watching me, hey, sorry that you died so young. Anyways, that I should not be joking about my dead grandparents. Although it is quite ironic that both of my grandparents are dead are the men. So it really is true that women outlive men. And both my grandmas are thriving. Let me just say, they're doing such a good job. One's not even been dead for a year. She is doing so well. Margaret, kudos to you, you were doing so well. Roz, Diva Queen legend, she is thriving. Roz is thriving. Roz is thriving. She loved Jim with her whole heart, but Roz is thriving. I tell you that. Like, some people really struggle when their partners die. Not my grandmothers. They are taking it in their stride and they're doing so well. And that is why they are my role models. But this is not even what I want to talk about, but it is what I'm talking about because I have so many thoughts to talk about. Also, this is my Awala. I'm obsessed with her. Because she looks like a koala. Awala koala. She does have a little bit of dentation on the bottom. That's because it fell out my car. But she's fine. She's fine. My car is fine. Other than the fact that someone crashed into my car the other day. Oh. Someone crashed into my car the other day and I don't want to talk about it. Although I'm going to. So I was driving down a straight street. I was driving down a straight street. This man is pulling out. This mic is purely for decoration, so pulled out of an establishment. I had already driven past him and he pulled out into the back of my car. Luckily it's only scraped. But and it can like be buffed out, like it's no damage. He drove away. He didn't even stop. He just drove away. I was like, that man was drunk, and it was only 7 o'clock at night. It was a Friday, but who's getting drunk at 7 o'clock? Like, that's boring. Why? Where? 7 o'clock, you're already drunk? The night hasn't even started, baby. Live it up. That's what happens when you live in a small town, not in a city. But I live in the city, and I was visiting a town, okay? That was an awful noise. Anyway, I wanted to talk about movies. And now that I'm talking about it, I don't even know if that's what I want to talk about anymore, and I don't actually have any notes. I'm looking over here at my iPad, it's flat on its face. I should have made notes probably to keep myself on track, but also like, why don't we info dump anymore? People don't info dump anymore, and I think that it's a real problem because we should be info dumping. Like, we should be not trauma dumping. Do not trauma dump on people, that's wrong, but should be info dumping on people. Like, tell the people what you think as long as it is morally correct. Like, don't info dump on people that you support Trump, because that's not correct, and that's not morally correct, and that's not the right info dumping. But info dump like I've just been telling you shit, like, there's nothing wrong with that. I love a little tea sesh. Like, none of this is harmful to anyone, and if it is harmful to you, then this is not the place for you, baby. Anyways, so I kind of just had the urge to start this up and talk, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, what do I want to talk about? Let's think. One thing that I'm obsessed with, and I will always be obsessed with, is pesto pasta, right? Okay, I had pesto pasta for dinner tonight. Oh, it was so good, guys. When I tell you, pesto pasta is probably the best thing that's ever happened to the world, I would probably stand by it. Even better than Pedro Pascal and Rene Rapp combined. And that's something, because one thing about me, those two are my babies. But like, pesto pasta, I'm so sorry, in a world of rankings, pesto pasta, Rene Rapp, Pedro Pascal. And I'm not sorry to say it. And why would I be sorry to say it? Like, for real. So yeah. It's so good, and normally when I make it, I like fry it in a pan, like the pesto, in a pan with a little bit of milk and some spices. Today I couldn't be bothered, I just chucked the pesto straight in the bowl, and it's slightly not as good, but it's still amazing, like orgasmic. I just filtered myself. That's what that silence was. I filtered myself because this is going on the internet. So yeah, also I have been on a bit of a spring cleaning kick. Whoa. What? Heather's spring cleaning? Yes, I am. What about it? I am spring cleaning, and I loved it. Every weekend I'm picking something to clean in my room. Whether it's, so like last weekend I moved all my clothes over from my closet to my other closet, because basically in my room, and I'm not going to show you because my room is a mess, but I have a hanging cupboard with a drawer underneath, and then I also have like shelf cupboards, and I had all my shirts and stuff in the bottom drawer of the hanging cupboard, which is where the demon is, and then I have a chalkboard cupboard diagonal from me right now, and so in the chalkboard cupboard I just had a bunch of junk, and I was like, why don't I just make a junk drawer underneath the demon, probably give it something to do other than stare at me, and put my shirts and sweaters and stuff in the chalkboard cupboard. And so I did that, and I'm so happy I did that, because now I can actually see my clothes and visualize things, because otherwise they were just all in this drawer, couldn't see what was going on, it was chaos. So I sorted all of that out. And then this weekend, I reorganized my lovely bookshelf. I probably need a second one. My bookshelf is overflowing. But I don't have the space for that right now. So they're all piled haphazardly. They were arranged by color. And, you know, like a rainbow bookshelf, and like, that's fine. It was fine. The reason was just because I wanted all my like Penguin classics to be together, and because that was like aesthetic to me for a while. And then I've been looking at it recently and I'm like, but I don't know where everything is. Like, if you told me to find A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara, I would be able to find that though, because it's so big. But like, I'm trying to think of something else. If you asked me to find Fahrenheit, is it Fahrenheit 54? By Ray Bradbury, I would not be able to find it because I don't know what the cover looks like. I know that it's white. My copy is white, but like, I wouldn't be able to find it. And so I reorganized it in alphabetical order, and I'm really happy. Not everything is in alphabetical order because, as I said, it's overflowing. So I started in alphabetical order, A to Z. And then I was like, well, now I've got these leftover books, so then I just stacked them. So maybe I'll do a bookshelf tour at some point, but right now I can't be bothered. The way that my whole forehead just moved should be studied. Anyways, when I was 18, I developed a wrinkle across my forehead at 18 because I would sleep like this in my sleep. Hello, are we still recording? Did it just shut off? Oh, sorry, my computer just shut off and I was like, no, my 12 minutes. Whoa, my 12 minutes talking just disappeared. Sorry about that. But it's actually still there. It just went to a screensaver, which I think is really weird, and I wish that didn't do that because it would give me a freaking heart attack. Maybe I will do a bookshelf tour at some point when my room is clean, but right now it's not gonna happen. Also, you are sitting in bed with me. We are in bed together. I would just ask that we don't touch toes, okay? Please, can we not touch toes, because I do not like toes. You can sit over there and I'm gonna sit here, and we can look at each other and talk to each other, but do not touch my feet, okay? That is where I draw the line. You can sit in bed with me, but you cannot touch my toes, okay? Also, I'm wearing an Elton John shirt, not that you can really see, but Elton John is the best of all time. It's the best to do it, and anyone disagrees, I don't know what to tell you. You're just wrong. Yeah, I was going to talk about movies that I am excited to see. And I'm going to have to go look on my Instagram for this. Ooh, do I have a missed call? I cannot have a missed call. What the hell? No, I don't. Okay, I'm lying to myself. Oh, someone's birthday today. I'm getting distracted. Hang on. I hate the new layout of Instagram highlights, because what do you mean that I have to now go look somewhere stupid for them instead of like at least make it optional, Okay, now I keep clicking on my reels because I used to post monthly reels, like recaps, but I don't take enough videos for that anymore. Okay, movies I'm excited to see because the trailer looks good. Let me just keep going. Obviously, number one on the list, Wicked. Duh. I am so excited to see Wicked for good. I don't think you understand. One, Jonathan Bailey is amazing and I love him. And what do you mean there's a universe where Anthony Bridgerton is flying around? He's not actually flying, but like, what do you mean there is a world where Anthony Bridgerton is in a fantasy world and is also a rake? Because like, Fiyero is definitely a rake. You can tell Fiyero is a rake. But what do you mean that he's a rake in another world? Like, you know what I mean? What do you mean there's a world where he is in another love triangle? Jonathan Bailey, what is it with you and love triangles? Edwina Sharma and Kate Sharma, you tore that family apart. Also, I need to know what happened to Edwina Sharma. Like, where did she go? Who did she marry? I hope she married that prince, like, my heart. Because I'm listening to the audiobooks and they never mention Edwina again. Edwina is never mentioned again. I am on Hyacinth's story. Maybe Gregory's story. I'm not gonna check. But I'm on one of the final 2 books. And the books are so good. Like, of course they are. I started reading them at one point and I must have just not been in the space to physically read them because I'm listening to them on my audiobook at work. Because I listen to audiobooks whilst I'm working. And I love that. Like, I love the books. They bring so much to the show. But I do think that the show made a really good choice in making the casting more diverse. And people have a real issue with, like, the queen being played by a woman of colour. And I'm like, well, fuck you. Like, it never once has Julia Quinn stated that her, that her books are historically accurate. No one has ever said that. And even if they were, like, what's wrong with that? What is wrong with a different casting? It's the same with Annabeth. Like, what is wrong with the casting, bro? Like, get over it. It's just someone that doesn't, like, fit your ideals. Like, it's not an issue. It's really not an issue. If you want to watch a movie with a white princess, watch literally any other movie other than Princess and the Frog or the live action Little Mermaid. Go watch any other movie. Like, seriously, what is your problem? Like, people that have a problem with that, I'm like, fuck off, get over it, bro. Like, really, it's not... Whoa, what was that? Sorry, I'm getting myself a heart attack. It's not that deep, bro. It's hot in here, but I can't put my fan on because my mom got me a new fan. Now I have 2 fans. But it's a mega industrial fan. I'm gonna insert a picture. No, I'm not. Not inserting a picture. I know myself, I'm not gonna do that. But if I do... Nice surprise for everyone, and myself included. But my phone keeps turning off, but I need that on. It's huge. It's so much bigger than... I'm looking at them now, and it looks like a mom and daughter. Because a fan would not be masculine, because they're too cool. Pardon the pun. Fans are too cool to be men. Anyways, back to Wicked. I'm so excited. The costumes, and including Ariana Grande in Wonderful, including Glinda in Wonderful, We Can Be Wonderful, is such a good idea. And that song is growing on me. It is growing on me. It is growing on me. One time we were supposed to go to... not my parents, because my dad would never go to England. My dad has vowed to never step foot in England ever again. That is a story for another day, if you want to hear it. But I can't talk about that right now. It doesn't make any sense to me. But my mom and sisters went to England without me. I did choose to stay here because I had a camp that I was going to, and I was really excited. And when they booked the tickets, I did have a boyfriend, and I did want to stay here because I didn't want to be away from him again. So, timeline of this relationship, right? I started dating him 3 weeks after I met him. At the end of September. And then we dated through to mid-January of the following year. And so we weren't together for very long, but for a month of that relationship, I was in the US, right? Okay. For a month of that relationship, I was away. And for 2 weeks of that month, I didn't have much cell service because we were doing an RV trip. We went from LA, San Diego. Then we went to Blythe just for a stopover, but it was really cool because we saw, I think it was the Colorado River, but I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. And then we went to Sedona. We stopped in Flagstaff, and then we went to Sedona, and we were in Sedona. Sedona is gorgeous. Anyone who lives in Sedona, like, drop me pictures every day, please. Sedona, and then we went to the Grand Canyon, and then we went to... Okay, so for a week we were in LA, and then we drove around. We weren't spending 2 weeks doing this trip. And then we did... Where did we go after? I think we went to Vegas after the Grand Canyon. We may have stopped somewhere in between, but this was 2019. No, yes, 2018 going into 2019, so it was a while ago. And we went to Santa Barbara, and then we drove up to where my grandma lives, outside of San Francisco, and we, I'm not going to say where specifically, but it's in the Bay Area, and her house was so full with all of us in it that my parents slept in the RV outside. Yep, that's right. So we did that. Anyways, so I was so violently, horrifically ill in LA. We thought, so, okay, I'm going to talk about this trip. Strap yourselves in. I just turned 16, and obviously I had this boyfriend. Keep him in mind, okay? Keep him in mind. We were supposed to just be going to San Francisco, and then my parents surprised us on the plane. Surprise! We're going to LA. Because obviously we flew Emirates, so we were flying to Dubai, and then we were flying to Los Angeles. So our parents told us on the plane, because obviously we got on the plane and said that we were going to Dubai. I didn't say that where else we were going. So we got on the plane to Dubai, and our parents were like, surprise, go to Los Angeles. We were like, what the hell? And then when we got on the plane to Los Angeles, the parents were like, we're going to Universal Studios, and we were like, very exciting, had a great time, but I had food poisoning, keep that in mind. Okay, so we land, my grandma's there, and we stay in this wonderful Airbnb in Venice Beach, and it was a great time. But we went and we got Mexican food, and I love Mexican food, okay? My family loves Mexican food. We've grown up on Mexican food. My dad grew up in the US, so, like, it's a staple in our household. And we went out for Mexican food, and I ordered a enchilada, and I was so grievously ill. I woke up at 4 a.m. the next day, shitting my guts out. Like, I have never been that sick in my life, and I've gone to the ER for a UTI, okay? I have never been as sick as I have been on that trip. Looking back, I'm not sure if it was food poisoning and it developed into a bug, or if it was just a horrendous bug that I had, because I remember I was so ill. So that day, that second day, we were going around LA looking at sites, right? We were looking at Hollywood Walk of Fame, Hollywood Sign, all sorts of things. Couldn't even tell you what we did, because I did not get out the car other than to shit. Like, I did not get out the car. I did get out of the car to take a picture of the Hollywood sign. I will be inserting a picture of that because I looked horrendous. It will show you how ill I actually was. And so I sat in the car. We had this massive car. We called it the Beast. And it had full flat seats, and I just slept the whole time. I did not eat for like 3 days. And then we went to the Grove, I think, and we had burgers. Obviously, I didn't eat. I had a couple French fries, and then, my mom gave me activated charcoal. The next day, and all I drank was water, okay, because obviously I'd shat everything out, so all I had in my system was water. The next day, we had a bucket in the car. the next day, on the way to Universal Studios, I was feeling slightly better. I threw up in the car and it was black, and it was just black water, and I was like, I've just thrown up black water, what the fuck? Like, I'm dying, my insides are black, I'm dying, what the hell? It was because of the activated chocolate, but I'd forgotten that my mum had given me that because I was so ill. Anyway, so we go to Universal Studios. I'm obviously still shitting my guts out, but we go on the rides. No, I didn't shit myself on the rides, otherwise that would have been a really funny story. But I remember shitting my brains out in the Harry Potter world with Moaning Myrtle gurgling in the bathroom, and I was like, this is a fever dream. Holding on to the wall. And then I felt better, and then I don't know, and then we went down to San Diego because my dad's best friend lives in San Diego. Shout out Robert. My dad's also called Robert, but his best friend's called Robert as well, so shout out Robert. We went to visit him and his wife, shout out Kim, and I was feeling better the day that we got there. We went and picked up a Christmas tree because she hadn't gotten a Christmas tree yet, and it was the beginning of December, so we went and got a Christmas tree, and it was the full American Christmas tree experience. I mean, this woman this tree was huge. Like, in South Africa, we don't do Christmas trees like Christmas big. Like, we don't do real trees. Well, we hardly ever do like real trees because it's summer as well. Like, you've got to remember it's summer here in Christmas. That didn't make sense. It's Christmas here in summer. It's summer here in Christmas. It's Christmas here in summer. So it's hot, and you know, we don't do live trees. It's normally like a plastic tree that you put together, which is fine. But they're not huge. And they had obviously a double story house, but the living room didn't have another story above it, so it was really tall. Like, it was a double story equivalent, but one room with no nothing in between it and the roof. So she had the tree in that house, and it had also been frosted, which is when they spray it white. And we went full out because she was like, you guys have never experienced a American Christmas before, like, we've got to do it huge. Which we had experienced American Christmas before, but not like this. And so we went all out. We went and picked a tree out. I remember we all picked our top tree at the tree farm, and you know, whatever. And then that night, oh my god, I just remember my phone broke. Okay, keep in mind I had a boyfriend. My phone broke, and I was like, I can't live. I was 16. I can't live without a phone. I can't live without talking to my boyfriend for a month. I need a new phone, so I got a new phone. What? Shittest phone ever. But it did do the job. But my phone broke. I don't know what happened to it. I have no idea what happened to that phone. But it broke. So that was going on. And then we went out for dinner. Mexican again. And my food poisoning / stomach bug came back with vengeance. I had to leave. Guys, I hate to break up this margarita taco fest because that's what they were eating and drinking. And my parents were getting a little drunk, but their daughter had to take me home back to their house and I was in that bathroom. Were we there for one night or two? I can't remember, but we were there for either one night or two. Both those days I was not doing well. And then the following day, I remember drinking more activated chocolate and busting up the bathroom of that cafe. Yikes. And then, you guys learning a lot about my bowel movements. And then we went to, she made me celery juice because apparently that's supposed to help. So this was day 3 again. Day 3, it started getting better. But we then went on the RV with my stomach bug. And if you know an RV, you know an RV. You have to pump the sewage out yourself, and you're in a really enclosed space. There's 5 of us in this RV. I was not about to shit in that RV, but luckily I didn't have to do it because it disappeared and it didn't come back. I promise you, I've never been. The pain, I can still feel the pain. Oh my god. When we won the Hollywood Walk of Fame, I remember having to go to the CVS there. The CVS on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And the things that I did in that bathroom. Yikes. Because we were like, do you guys have a bathroom? And they were like, oh no, not really, like it's not really open to the public. And we were like, please, like it's an emergency. My grandma was like, you guys have to let her go, like it's bad, like this girl is so sick, like do you not see it? I was white as a sheet. They were like, okay, fine. I feel so bad for those employees, like otherwise I would have just shat on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and then I really would have made news. Like it was so bad. Anyway, so we went on this. Okay, that was dramatic. Then we went on this trip, this RV trip, and we had a great time. Obviously, I didn't have any cell signal for most of the time with my brand new shitty phone. And so couldn't FaceTime my boyfriend, maybe spoke to him once a day because the time difference, it's a 10-hour time difference, like and then my boyfriend went camping. So yeah, so then we got to my grandparents' house. When we got to my grandparents' house, like life continued as per normal. But then my boyfriend went on a camping trip and he had no cell service, so we hardly spoke then as well. We FaceTimed once that month that I was away, 2 days before I left. Like we hardly spoke for a month of our relationship. Ooh, sorry guys, you're resting on my legs and my legs are cramping. Roller coaster. Hope you enjoyed that. But we hardly spoke that entire trip, and it was hard. Like it was hard, and no 16-year-old should have to do that. And then we broke up. I broke up with him. I got back maybe like 3 weeks after I got back. I broke up with him. I'm not going to go into the details of why. I'm not going to go into the details of our relationship. I'm just telling a story. Oh, this is Tyler, by the way. My baby. But I'm going to be using him as an armrest. Anyways, so how did I even get onto the topic of this boyfriend? Oh, yes, so just went down a whole rabbit hole. I was talking about Wicked. So because I had this boyfriend, right, I decided that I wasn't going to go to the UK with my mother and sisters that March. So I broke up with him in the January, but they'd probably booked the trip in November, and they went in March. And at that point I was like, no, like I don't want to be away from him again. I've already been away from him for a month, like, you know, it's a lot. So yeah, anyways, and then I went on this camp instead with my friends. That was very fun, but they went and saw Wicked without me, the bitches, and that was like my number one musical, and I still haven't seen it live. Like my number one musical that I have to see and that I want to see is Wicked, and the fact that my mother and sisters went without me is horrendous. And then my sister, sorry, I'm getting my Instagram back up so I can continue talking about the movies I'm excited to see, because I've only talked about half of one because I keep getting distracted. Anyways, so then my sister Ella and I were supposed to go to the UK together in 2020. We were supposed to leave on the 17th. Sorry, my forehead is really itchy. We were supposed to leave on the 17th of March. And we decided, very sadly, because COVID had started breaking out, we decided that we weren't going to go. And then my mother was like, oh, that's a shame because you guys had tickets to see Wicked. Excuse me? So I missed out on seeing Wicked twice in my lifetime. Anyways, so we would have literally arrived back home. We wouldn't have been able to come back home because South Africa went into lockdown, I think the 25th of March, and we were supposed to arrive back the 27th. We were gone for 10 days. maybe longer. It must have been longer than that. Anyways, we wouldn't have been able to come back for a while. We would have had to, that was a conversation that I had with my parents. I was like, I can do online school. Like, I would have had my laptop with me, like I could have done, because luckily my school was already doing e-learning. Like, that was a thing that we did from the start. But we would have had to have done e-learning. And that was just something that I wasn't fussed about. My parents were like, no, like, you can't go, like, just in case something happens with this virus, which obviously it did. Like, you can't go. I was so upset. I was like, what the fuck, I missed out on seeing Wicked twice. And my sister and I have yet to still have that trip together. But now she lives in the UK, so we'll have to do something else, because I'm not gonna go. We're gonna go somewhere together. So yeah, so Wicked, really excited to see. Obviously I love the first part, and so I'm really excited to see the second. Sorry, I'm really thirsty. And then a movie that I think is already out. Oh, Wicked is in here twice. Oh no, it's not. A movie that I think is already out. Yeah, it's already out. But I haven't seen it yet, but it is on my list. Is Oh Hi, with Molly Gordon, Logan Lerman, Geraldine Viswanathan, and John Reynolds. So Molly Gordon was in The Bear, and she was also in Shiver Baby, which, if you haven't seen Shiver Baby, you should watch it. It's really good. But The Bear, she was Carmi's girlfriend in The Bear. And then Logan Lerman, obviously we know who Logan Lerman is. So yeah, I think it's a movie about this couple that decides to go away. Like, they go away, and then she ties him up and, like, holds him hostage. I'm not 100% sure what's going on. Yeah, she holds him hostage. And I love a woman girl boss doing things like that. So, like, I still need to watch that movie. I'm gonna go look on Letterboxd and see what the ratings are. If you want to follow me on Letterboxd, I think it is just heyaheatherr with 2 R's. Let me just check. But I'm gonna check on my TikTok. Oh my gosh. Yeah. heyaheatherr. That's it. Go follow me. I will follow you back, maybe. Not me watching Bottoms twice in a row. That's such a good movie. I love Bottoms so much. What was I looking up? Oh hi. Oh hi. Oh, it's got a 3.3. Okay. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I've actually not seen anything about it. I've not seen anyone raving about it, but such is life, and such are the movies that I normally enjoy, people don't rave about. So, but yeah, definitely go watch Shiver Baby. It's so good. It's with Rachel Sennett, and it's about, and obviously Molly Gordon, and it's about, and it also has Quinn Fabray. Quinn Fabray's actress, she's in it as well, and it's about this girl played by Rachel Sennett, and they go to a shiva, which is, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like an event that happens around a Jewish funeral. And it's like food and like mourning and stuff like that. But she is sleeping with this man. She's like his sugar baby. And she goes to the shiva, and it's really chaotic and a lot happens. And it's really, like, it's done so well. The cinematography is amazing. The sound, like, it really makes you feel anxious. It makes you feel like her. And you really should watch it. There is an edit that I think about all the time from Shiver Baby. It was like, yeah, well, you don't call, so yeah, well, you don't call, so yeah, anyways, definitely watch that movie. It's really good. I think is it Emma Seligman? I know she did Bottoms, so it'd be interesting to see if she did do Shiver Baby, but I don't actually think she did. It was Emma Seligman. Okay. Wait, that's so tea. Okay. Good to know that I've literally seen all of her movies. Yeah, so the tagline of Shiver Baby is that she had a shiver with her parents. A college student runs into a sugar daddy. So that's not actually a spoiler because that is the tag line. Yeah, it's really good, and the bagels in that movie look fantastic. I will always love anything Emma Seligman does, and I wish that she would do more because Shiver Baby and Bottoms literally are revolutionary movies in my category of films. And so, like, you should watch it. Okay. Well, there's so much I'm pretty. I've already seen that. The Devil Wears Prada 2. There's not a trailer out for that yet, but I am really excited because I love The Devil Wears Prada. Florals in spring. Groundbreaking. And one thing about me, I will wear florals every season. So Miranda Priestley would be proud of me because I don't just wear flowers in spring, I wear flowers all year round. Anyways, really excited to see that. Although someone did say that the costuming and the wardrobe of The Devil Wears Prada 2 looks like a Shein closet, and I can't really unsee that. But yeah. Whoopsie. Oh my god! A movie that I'm really excited about. People We Meet on Vacation. Tom Blythe. So it's got Tom Blythe in it, obviously, who, if you don't know, he plays young President Snow. Lucy Gray! Lucy Gray! Anyways, he is in it. And so is... what's her name? Guys, I can't remember her name. Emily Bader. Emily Bader, she played My Lady Jane. She played Jane in My Lady Jane. That was such a good fucking show, and it didn't get a second season, and I'm PISSED'd off. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed as hell. And like, what the freak, man? So People We Meet on Vacation is a book to movie adaptation. Originally written by Emily Henry. I love Emily Henry books. Okay, I am a little bit behind. I haven't read her two most recent books, but there is a scale of Emily Henry books, and you're either a book lovers and beach read Emily Henry girl, or you're a People We Meet on Vacation and happy place Emily Henry girl, and I am a happy place and People We Meet on Vacation Emily Henry girl. So I am really excited to be watching this movie when it comes out, and I'm not 100% when it comes out. I think it's in January 9th. Yes! Only November to December, 2 months away. Guys, that's how I do it. Okay, so go November 9th to December 9th, December 9th to January 9th is 2 months. Okay, technically, because we're in October, it's 3 months away, but it's only a week until November, and then it's my birthday month, and then you have to celebrate me every day. Okay, you have to celebrate me every day. Anyways, so who is even directing this movie? I couldn't tell you. Oh my god, you look like the 4th of July. That makes me want a hot dog real bad. It just came out, that's why. I've seen all of these movies. What is this? Oh my goodness, The History of Sound with Paul Mescal and Josh O'Connor. I actually don't know anything about this movie. It just looked good, and it's gay. So one thing about me, I love a gay movie, in case you haven't noticed from my previous movie recommendations of Shiver Baby and Bottoms. The History of Sound is a gay movie, but it's 2 men instead of women, so it's slightly different on the gay scale. So don't call me exclusive. I do like gay men occasionally. The History of Sound, it's a romance movie made by Oliver Hermanas. Interesting. It looks good. That's all I'm gonna say, is that it looks good, and I love Paul Mescal, and I love Josh O'Connor, and so I will be loving this movie, probably, hopefully, if it's good. Oh, it's already out. Is it just bad? Is that why I haven't? This is just me finding out that movies that I'm excited for are already out. I've literally seen nothing about the movie. I'm looking it up on Letterboxd what the rating is. Oh, it's also a 3.3. Okay, well, I will need to add that to next weekend's watch party. I watch movies every weekend. Shocker. I try to at least watch 2 a weekend, but some weekends I can't be bothered to watch a movie, and all I want to watch is Sinjin Drowning on YouTube. And is that so bad? Sinjin Drowning and JLo and Ada, they are my obsessions. I love them so much. I would literally die for those people, especially Kaylin Corey. I would die for that woman. Anyways, yeah, I love those YouTube channels. They have my heart. Oh, what's this? Oh, Eternity. I am really excited to see Eternity. It's an A24 movie, and it's out in November, so it's out soon. And it has Miles Teller. There's a really aggressive bike. Miles Teller, Elizabeth Olsen, Callum Turner, Dua Lipa's boyfriend, fiance. They got engaged. Unless I made that up, but I don't think I did. John Early and Divine Joy Randolph. Eee! I am so excited. It's about this man who dies, and when he goes to the afterlife, he obviously sees his ex-wife. No, his wife. His wife, not his ex-wife. And then she dated someone before. So Miles Teller's the man that dies, and Elizabeth Olsen is the wife. So she obviously died before him, and then they reunite. And then she runs into an old lover of hers who is played by Callum Turner. And he must have died, I think, during the war. But I'm also not sure. Maybe I just made that up. Maybe he's not a war hero, but he could have been. I'm just spreading false information. I don't know. Don't come for me on that one. I may have been making it up. But yeah, you get to choose the world that you live in this afterlife. So like you go to the afterlife and it's like this whole thing, and then you get to choose the world that you want to live in. And so some of them are full. Like, it's really funny because I think Divine Joy Randolph is the like overseer of this afterlife, and so the world where there's no men is full. And I'm like, damn it, I wanted to live in that world. I'm trying to think, like, see what else happens. Like, I don't know. Anyways, I'm so excited to watch it. That I definitely will be watching when it comes out. And then another one is already out. What the fuck? It's called Twinless with Dylan O'Brien, James Sweeney, and Lauren Graham, and it's about this man who loses his twin. Dylan O'Brien loses his twin. I think, is it Dylan O'Brien that loses his twin, or is it James Sweeney that loses his twin? Or if they both got lost twins. Oh, maybe does he go to like a twin support group? Like a lost twin support group. Sorry for laughing. This is a serious topic, but I'm looking it up. I just searched Twinkus. Your royal Twinkusness. Sorry. Twinless. There's a lot going on. Twinless. It has a 3.8! And they're dressed up as Sims! And I dressed up as that. Last Halloween? Or the Halloween before? I was a Sim. So, 2 young men meet in a twin bereavement support group and form an unlikely bromance. And that just sounds amazing! I'm losing steam right now. Oh, what is this? Oh, Ella McKay, and it's with Emma Mackey, and it's about this girl that just finished law school, and it comes out on December 12th. Anyways, it just looks fun. It just looks fun and female and amazing. And Emma Mackey is brilliant. And someone coined it as a right to the heart movie. Like, it just feels really authentic. Like, the trailer felt really authentic. And it has Emma Mackey and Jamie Lee Curtis as her mother and Woody Harrelson as her father. And that is an amazing family combo. Like, think about Jamie Lee Curtis and Woody Harrelson as parents. Like, they would be such a dynamic parenting duo. Like, I'm so excited for this movie and I can't wait for it to come out. Anyways, so it just looks really good and it looks really authentic and it just looks amazing. And I think her life is narrated by the woman that played Marge Simpson, which is so cool. Anyways, so really excited for that. And then, so it's not out yet either. And then I'm just working through movies that I haven't seen yet. And this movie is coming out in 3 days. It's called Anniversary with Diane Lane, Kyle Chandler, Madeline Brewer, Zoe Dutch, Phoebe Dynevor, who is Bridgerton. She's come back. I miss that couple. I miss them so much. McKenna Grace, she is in everything and I love her for that. Daryl McCormack and Dylan O'Brien again, and I hardly ever talk about Dylan O'Brien. Like, he is very much out of my radar, but he's in a lot of things that I enjoy, so I think I need to put him back in my radar. And the one movie that I'm talking about is Not Okay, which is with Zoe Dutch as well and Dylan O'Brien, and he plays this like really asshole who just gets high all the time and has sex, and it's really funny. But this, like, he is either Kyle Chandler or Dylan O'Brien, brings Phoebe Dynevor home, and the mother's like, there's something wrong with this girl, I don't like her. And it's definitely a thriller. Like, it's definitely like a She Is Too Perfect, like, what the fuck is going on. Yeah, someone commented, story about two intelligent, ambitious, and interesting women and their weird dynamics, which, that's all you need to know. I haven't watched these trailers in a while, so. Someone said, is this Get Out reversed? I'm in. But I can't remember what. Saltburn and Get Out hybrid. So I'm very excited. I haven't watched the trailer in a while. I probably should have rewatched it, but I haven't. Yeah. And then there's just other movies that I've watched. Oh, this is the movie that Charlie XCX is in, 100 Nights of Hero, with Emma Corrin, Nicholas Galitzine, Micah Monroe, Amir El Masri, Charlie XCX, Richard E. Grant, and Felicity Jones. And it's coming out on December 5th. And it's just like a weird period piece. It kind of feels like Yorgos Lanthimos. Like, it feels like a Yorgos Lanthimos film, but it's not. And Charlie XCX is in it, and it just looks really good. Saltburn meets The Favourite, and that's exactly what it looks like, and I'm really excited. And as I keep saying, I'm just really, really looking forward to it, and it's going to be good. This, I think, is again. Oh, and then the new Wuthering Heights with Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi. Listen, I was on the fence about this because do we need more? But it does look good. Okay, it does look good. And it's coming out on Valentine's Day. And I love a movie released on Valentine's Day, especially because I'm single. And I love a movie released on Valentine's Day. So I really do think that it's going to be good and it's going to be interesting and it's going to be fun. And so, like, keep it together, okay? Just keep it together. It's going to be good. If it's not good, I will rescind my comments, okay? I will rescind my comments. Oh, that's a Harry Potter edit, and that's a Little Woman edit, and that's Sinners. Ooh! The Mandalorian and Grogu. That is out on May 22nd, 2026. It is Pedro Pascal! And The Mandalorian, which is so good. I love The Mandalorian. And Lizzo and Jack Black were in Mandalorian season 3, which I thought was really weird, but it was cool. And I'm really, really, really excited for this because I love Star Wars. One thing about me, I love Star Wars. Actually, many things about me, and one of them is that I love Star Wars. And so I'm really excited for this, and even if it's bad, I'm gonna love it. It's like Kenobi. Was it good? Yes, I loved it. I thought it was good, but it wasn't good, but it was good for me. I liked it. Objectively, it was good, okay? Subjectively, it was good. Objectively, maybe not so much, but it was good for me, okay? Oh, what's this? Oh my god, yes, a new TV show with Rachel Sennett called I Love LA, and it comes out November 2nd, and she wrote it and directed it, and it just looks really good, and it's about living in LA, and it has Leighton Meester in it. And you know what else I just watched recently with Leighton Meester in? Nobody Wants a Season 2, and I am on the second last episode, and I'm really, really excited to see where this goes. I literally started watching it yesterday. I have not watched the show before yesterday, but it's revolutionized my life. And it's so easy to watch because the episodes are like half an hour each. So it's really easy to watch, and it's really cool, and you should watch it. And Leighton Meester's character is really funny, but also really annoying. And if I knew her in real life, I would also be talking shit about her. So, you know, love those characters because it's just great, and I feel like that's who she's going to be in this as well. And this movie just looks gay and fun, and I love a gay, or it's a TV show, but I love a gay and fun TV show and / or movie. And that's all the trailers that I have saved on my Instagram highlights, because I will post trailers that I'm excited about on my Instagram story and then add it to my highlights. Basically anything that I care about ever is posted on my Instagram highlights. I am tired of people keeping it aesthetic. I'm tired of people being like, my Instagram is only for nice pictures of food and my face. And I'm like, no, you should be posting whatever the hell you want on Instagram as long as it's morally correct. So like, I'm going to post about my TV shows and movies that I'm excited about. I'm going to post about current affairs that are important. I'm going to post about these things, and I don't care if you think it's weird and if you think it's unaesthetic, because not everything has to be fucking aesthetic, and that is some energy that I think people need to start bringing into 2020. I'm talking too fast. This is the kind of energy that I think people need to be bringing into 2026, is getting rid of aesthetic. Yes, your life can be aesthetic, but each life has its own aesthetic. You know what I mean? Like, you have your own life aesthetic, and it should not have to compete with other people's. Like, my life is aesthetic to myself, and I don't care if other people don't find it aesthetic, and neither should you. Like, your life has its own aesthetic. Like, messy core. My room is messy aesthetic, okay? My Instagram, messy aesthetic as well. Like, that's my life's aesthetic. It's kind of messy, okay? Messy aesthetic is fine. That's my life's aesthetic. And if that's not your life's aesthetic, then that's fine. But don't shit on my life's aesthetic. Like, everyone, we need to stop caring about what we post and what looks good and what doesn't, because it's just making everyone else freak out, okay? Like, everyone's freaking out. Oh my god, my life is not like hers. My life is not like his. My life is not like this. My life doesn't look as cool as Emily Ratajkowski's, and I just, like, I can't keep up, and it's not cool, and I hate myself, and it sucks, and life's awful, and I'm like, slow down. What happens if Emily Ratajkowski looks at your life and thinks your life is cool? Did you think about that? Like, obviously, people with money's lives are going to look more aesthetic than yours. People with money are always going to look more aesthetic than you, but that does not mean that it is, because 9 times out of 10 you are having more fun. You are having more fun, and you are being authentic, and that is all that matters. And that is what I'm going to leave you with today, okay? Because I've been filming for an hour and my back hurts, okay? I've been carrying the weight of the YouTube industry on my back. But your life is yours, and yours alone. Stop comparing it to other people. Stop comparing it to Stop trying to be aesthetically pleasing. Live your own truth. Live how you want to live, and be who you want to be. And as long as you aren't hurting other people, as long as you aren't saying things that are detrimental to other people's livelihoods, and as long as you aren't believing in and supporting causes that are hurting other people, live your own truth, babe. Live your own truth. As long, and obviously there is a pinch of salt with this, like, if you are supporting ICE raids, if you support transphobia, if you support homophobia, if you support literally racism, sexism, misogyny, the deportation, illegal deportation of immigrants, the genocides that are happening across the world, those are things that you, one, should not be supporting, because what the fuck, it's harming other people. If your beliefs are harming other people and being detrimental to the lives of other people, one, this page is not for you. Two, you should not be posting that online. And three, that is not your truth, because it's harmful to other people. Your truth should only be about yourself. Your truth should only be about yourself. Okay. My truth is my truth. My truth supports everyone else. Okay. I don't give a fuck who you are, who you decide to be, how you decide to label yourself, what you look like, who you are, where you're from. I don't care. If you're a good person, you're a good person, and that's all that I care about. Okay. So this space is always a safe space. Live your truth. Be authentic. Stop trying to be aesthetic. And just breathe. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be okay, no matter what's going on. I'm sending you love, and I hope that you have a wonderful week. Peace out, babies.